Well, good morning. It's Wednesday, September 4th. Thanks for joining us on Up to the Minute. I'm Dr. Nicholas Cox, the chair of the History Department here at HCC, and I am substituting in for our regular host, Todd Duplantis, this morning. I am here, however, with my co-host, Benjamin Escobar, HCC TV production specialist. Benjamin, welcome to the show.
Hey, hi Nick, how are you?
I'm great. Normally I do this on Mondays, but we had the holiday. Did you enjoy the long weekend?
I did. I got to just kind of relax, just take a break from everything. So it was a great weekend.
Oh,
Can't
good, good. Glad to hear that. So why don't you go ahead and share with our audience how they can find us on social media?
Yes, of course, we're live on the Houston Community College District. Sorry, let me repeat that again. We are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV, where you can catch rebroadcasts of this show at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Thank you, Benjamin. So today, a special HCC guest returns to discuss about what career and transfer services can do for our students. And if we have time, maybe also a little bit of discussion about how Alumni Affairs can help our students. Uh, James Mable, welcome back to the show.
Good morning, Nicholas. How are you?
I'm great. So I understand you are the interim director of Alumni Affairs, and you're also the Career and Transfer Services Director for the Office of the Chancellor. And we're going to come back to you after the second segment to discuss these programs here at the college. Thanks for joining us again.
Excellent. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, first, we're going to catch up with HCC's Entrepreneurship Program, which I understand just has been nominated for another major award. Um, Welcome to the show, Dr. Maya Durnovo.
Thank you so much. Excited to be here.
Well, I heard that HCCTV is preparing a video that's going to help you guys hopefully secure a big win for your team. You guys have been nominated again for a big award. Can you tell us about this award?
Right. So the National Association for Community College Entrepreneurship, which is our professional organization, has nominated us, HCC, as the Entrepreneurial College of the Year for 2024. So this came as a big surprise. And what we have to do is, for this, it's a competition, basically, is put together a 2-minute video that summarizes everything that we have accomplished in like the last 15 years, which has become quite a challenge, but I think we are going to really put together a fabulous video.
So it's a national contest among community colleges. Do you have a sense of who your competition out there is? Who else is doing entrepreneurship at a level as high as we are?
Well, there are a lot of community colleges that are now doing entrepreneurship. That's why this organization was created. But which colleges are in the competition, that we are not privy to know at this point.
There's
So,
no leaders, nobody out there that you're trying to climb ahead
not
of.
that, no, not that I'm aware of, but it really is an honor to be nominated by the organization itself. So we're really excited.
Well, I certainly hope that this video HCCTV helps produce can put you over the line to win that award. Let's talk a little bit about the jewels of the entrepreneurship crown. What are the HCC business plan competitions, and how does this fit into the entrepreneurship program?
So we started entrepreneurship really 15 years ago, although we started with a business plan competition 17 years ago. That was our first effort to really make a difference in the local economy. So in the past 17 years, we have coached 348 teams that have come through the competition and really developed a business plan and pitched their ideas. So I think we've really made quite an impact, really, in terms of advising and giving people that want to start a business the opportunity to do that with a lot of coaching, and of course with the funding that comes through the competition. And then in addition to the business plan competition, we put together a small business success series, which is really a 30-hour program to help small businesses get off the ground. So it teaches them things like finance and marketing and strategy. And we've had 667 participants that have graduated from that program. We offer that in English and in Spanish. And
Well,
then
if I could just ask you a quick question about these two different programs, the the business plan competition and the small business success series. As our students and community members participate in these programs and move through the curriculum or the courses or the training, do you have a sense how many of these small businesses have been incubated here at HCC that are in operation, succeeding right now?
we probably guesstimate maybe 20 to 30% because it takes time to get a business off the ground. So just because you've gone through the competition doesn't always mean that you launch. We've had several really big success stories where people have actually developed new product or services, but those are not, I mean, we haven't really quantified it, but in terms of looking over the past 15 years, we would say about probably 20 to 30% because it's a process.
No, that's wonderful. We often have success stories on our HCCTV episodes where a student will come back and talk about the business they've created or the career that they've had. And yet, despite those success stories, I've never really had a sense of the scale of how many people go through the program, how many businesses are out there. That's really great.
I think if you look in terms of numbers, we have probably served 12 to 13,000 small businesses over the past 15 years. So a lot of folks have come through and have either grown their business or started it, but we don't have the exact numbers. That's one of the challenges that we have right now, is to go back and kind of do an assessment and get a better sense of that. But in terms of student competitions, that's another area that we're going to be talking about. We have had students that have competed nationally and won national competitions. The American Association of Community Colleges partnered with the National Science Foundation. HCC came out #1 in that competition. We had 3 students that competed. We've also competed in the NASA MIDIC competition, and then this past summer we had 3 teams that competed in the Thai University competition and came out in the finals. So students are really developing new products and really learning how to use entrepreneurship. We're really proud of them.
Well, now I understand that we have an entrepreneurship program that is sort of tailored directly at veterans. Can you tell us about the VEP?
Yes, so the Veterans Program started in 2021, and there are 3 parts to it. The first part is veterans learn digital skills. Then they participate in our Small Business Success Series, and then there's a competition where they develop a plan and they pitch their idea for the business. So we've had 177 veterans come through those 3 programs. And actually, part of that is in gratitude to NAACE, who has helped us fund some of those competitions.
Yeah, I saw that was part of the National Association for Community College Entrepreneurship. And in only 4 years, to have over 177 HCC veteran students participate is a pretty remarkable, number of students.
Right, we're really proud of it.
Well, there's one more program that I'm curious about, and like the small businesses or the veterans program, you guys have a trades competition. Can you tell us about that?
That's also that's a competition that's sponsored by NAACE, the National Association. So they sponsor that, and we competed in that. Dean Suzette Brimmer was the one that came up with the idea, and it was called Makeover for Life. And this was a program for displaced women, and we had 50 women that came through and got a fashion makeover and then a brand new career pathway. So we won $5,000 in that. That was a national competition.
And by displaced women, we're talking about people who are living in shelters, people who are unhoused and homeless. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So they got a new sense of themselves because they got a makeover. They got a fashion makeover, hair, makeup, and then looking at career pathways. So it was a very innovative program, and they did a remarkable job with it.
So tell me what is coming ahead in the fall semester that our students out there might want to put on their calendars and talk about, just as a sort of heads up to our audience about how they can get involved.
So for coming up, we have the Small Business Success Series. We're getting ready for the 18th annual business plan competition. We have a patent academy starting in just a couple of weeks. This is for people who have developed new products and new services, and they want to learn about the patent process. We have that program coming up, I think, in 2 or 3 weeks. And then we've got a lot of workshops on marketing, on finance. All of that is going on right now. So all you have to do is look at our website, and it's all right there.
Well, that's wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with our audience today about all of the entrepreneurship programs that are happening around the college. Sounds like a remarkable program, and we're really optimistic that you bring home some of these awards.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, excuse me. Up next, after a commercial break, Benji will find out all about HCC's career services.
When I grow up, I want to work at a school so I can be a teacher.
From classroom to career, we're with you every step. Register for real-world education at hccs.edu.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
We are back on Up to the Minute, and we are moving on to James Mable, the Interim Director of HCC's Alumni Affairs and Career and Transfer Services. Welcome back to the show, James.
Good morning, Benjamin. Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's always a pleasure having you. So let's get into it. Students are getting adjusted to the fall semester, but soon their focus will be on finding jobs. Tell us about that.
Yes, our career services team spread out at each of our main campuses. They're actively working behind the scenes to engage companies in various industries to come recruit students and graduates of our college at our career fairs. We have almost 13 career fairs planned for the semester, and some of those career fairs are industry focused and others are open for all majors. And I can say that many companies have registered for those events. And those are great opportunities for students wanting to gain, maybe their first job in their field, or they're looking for a co-op or internship. These are great networking events and opportunities for students to connect directly with companies that are definitely interested in recruiting students at HCC.
Well, you heard that, folks. You have all these opportunities here in school that you can go and have these career fair opportunities to go to. Let me also ask you about this. So I know now HCC offers a bachelor's degree in AI, and we have students learning all of that. But we're also utilizing that software to kind of help out with resumes too, right?
You're exactly right. Artificial intelligence is here to stay, and it's impacting all of our personal, professional, academic lives in various ways. And so we have invested in a product called VMock, and students received an email in the spring semester about it, even a video so they could see what it can do. And so here very, very soon, we're going to launch VMock, and it's a resume AI software. If you imagine you upload your resume to VMock, and within 30 seconds, it tells you what's wrong with it. It tells you if there's any grammatical errors, any formatting errors, any spelling errors on it. And it gives you the text that you can use to fix your resume. Now, why did we invest in this product? Because we understand how competitive the Houston job market is. We know that students and alumni are looking for ways to be competitive. And one of the main ways you can be competitive is what you place upon your resume. The resume is probably the most important document that we will all create in our lives because it documents our experience, our accomplishments, and the attainments within our careers. So we have to continuously update it. And so we have invested in a product that can help students put their best foot forward when they're applying for internships and jobs in the Houston job market.
That is just awesome. I mean, that the AI has gotten that far to the point where it's, it could tell you, and I'm assuming this is based off of multiple resumes and multiple job entries that that system has just kind of acquired over the years. That's just pretty cool, really.
Exactly, and it is smart. So it is, how does it come up with the algorithm for an accounting resume, an artificial intelligence resume, or a construction or engineering resume? It's a very smart system. It learns as the more and more resumes are uploaded. And that's how it's able to tell a student, like, hey, you know what? We think you should reword this sentence. We think you should change this word. We think you should structure your resume this way and that way. And it is based upon industry. So this is something that we've never had before. And we're the only community college out of 50 in the state of Texas that is invested in this technology. So VMock, VMock, is coming to student emails very, very soon. We're going to create these accounts for all enrolled students. So they don't have to create an accounts in VMock. It's going to be done for them. And so we're going to make that announcement very, very soon. So stay tuned to your HCC student email for more information very, very soon.
Awesome. We are one step ahead of the game here. That is just great to hear. Also, can you tell us about how your department is expanding its focus on transferring rather than, maintaining those credits here?
So the reality is that everybody is pursuing a career based upon and depending upon which career you're focused on. Some careers, entry level, may just require a certificate, or it may just require an associate degree. Some may require a bachelor's degree and beyond, a license and so forth. And the reality is everyone should consider and do research early on when they're deciding on a career path to determine what is needed right now to get into the field. And the reality is that many of our students do plan to transfer to four-year institutions. And so it's important for us as an institution to ensure all students are aware of their options. So we are actually expanding our team. Our department is Career and Transfer Services. And so we're hiring an additional 13 individuals that will be located at all of our main campuses to meet with students over the phone, in person, online, to discuss the transfer requirements at the more than 50 articulation agreements that we have with four-year institutions in the state of Texas. So think about Texas A&M, the University of Texas, Texas Tech, Prairie View A&M University, Texas Southern University, every public state university in the state of Texas. We want to connect them with our students because we understand students are really thinking about, hey, what does it take to transfer to Texas A&M? What are the admission requirements? Can I talk to someone specifically about the requirements? Yes, because we're actually inviting all of those institutions to HCC to recruit our students at transfer fairs, at university coffee talks, at preview days, and we're also scheduling field trips to take students to destination universities around the state. And all of this is geared to ensure that a student is informed about their options to transfer. Of course, there are universities in the Houston area, and we plan to get connected with them. The University of Houston system, I mentioned TSU and Houston Christian and others, and we plan to get students connected with them. But we know that there are dozens and dozens of universities around the state that have great scholarship options, career services, resources, and other experiences that can ensure students are successful continuing to pursue their careers after their four-year degree. So this is why we've expanded our team to include transfer as well.
That's great, James. Let me ask you, so how can students schedule an appointment with the transfer team? How can we get in talk with them?
Okay, so students, if they didn't know, they have access to career services staff and transfer services staff through their Career Hub accounts. So hccs.edu/Career Hub is the link that students can use to access their own Career Hub accounts. Those accounts were created for students automatically when they enroll at Houston Community College, and they will have access to those accounts indefinitely. And so inside of Career Hub, students can schedule appointments with career and transfer staff. They can apply for work study jobs, internships, jobs in the Houston market. They can register for career fairs. And here recently, we've added our transfer fairs to Career Hub so they can register for transfer fairs as well. They can register for coffee talks, info sessions, even campus interviews. I mean, when you're enrolled at HCC, we want you to be successful. We want you to be proactive because we're all going to school, pursuing our careers and knowing that it takes some type of credential to be successful, to continue to move forward. And that's why we've invested in Career Hub as well.
Awesome, James. And then lastly, let me ask you this, because I know I see some swag there in the back. So how can someone get a free career and transfer services shirt?
Okay, so we have 1,000 of these shirts.
Okay.
And, I just emphasize, our career fairs and our transfer fairs, and both of those events are designed to get people connected with companies and as they're pursuing their careers, and with universities, because we have to think long term, hey, does my field require a bachelor's degree? Does it require an additional license? So students that are attending our career fairs and transfer fairs will have an opportunity to get a shirt. It will be first come, first serve. It'll be, for example, the first 20 to first 30 at our career and transfer fairs. We have 7 of them, 7 transfer fairs this semester. We have, as I said, 13 career fairs. So more information will be shared with students how they can get themselves a career and transfer services t-shirt.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, James Mable. He is the interim director of HCC's Alumni Affairs and Career and Transfer Services. And we'll have all of your info in our post after the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, can I plug one thing also?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's an Alumni Affairs t-shirt right next to that Career and Transfer Services shirt. Alumni, we are hosting an HCC Alumni Association networking social on Thursday, October 3rd. More information will be shared very, very soon. And there will be an opportunity for recent graduates and alumni to get themselves a free Alumni Association t-shirt as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, James. And coming up next, after a quick commercial break, Nick and I will return with some news and announcements. So stay tuned.
When I grow up, I want to work in a lab to build robots.
From classroom to career, we're with you every step. Register for real-world education at hccs.edu.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
Hey, we're back after that quick commercial break with some news, events, and announcements. First, acting for film. Did you know how an actor creates a character or how they make the character come alive and believable? HCC instructor Michelle Robinson will lead the Acting for Film workshop, where she'll teach the tools and techniques for strong film characters, monologues, and acting resumes. This will be from 7 to 9:50 p.m. on Wednesdays in September, starting today, September 4th, and ending September 25th. This will all be at the Alief Hayes Screening Theater. Check our post after the show for more information on this $99 workshop.
And next we have Prevention Starts with Everyone. September is National Suicide Prevention Month. So suicide prevention starts with everyone. We'll cover the most up-to-date information on suicide, risk factors, and warning signs, as well as how to help someone having thoughts of suicide. This will take place Thursday, September 5th from 1 to 2 p.m. at the HCC Central Harmon Building. Check out our post after the show for more info on the event hosted by HCC Counseling that is open to all HCC students, faculty, and staff.
Sounds great. For our employees out there, staff and faculty and executives, there is a Lunch and Learn webinar on the market compensation study. The results of HCC's market compensation and classification study are critical in evaluating our pay structures as well as our ability to attract and retain essential talent while balancing fiscal responsibility. This session promises to review all of that and more. Registration with an HCC email is required to participate in this virtual session. It is 11:30 a.m. this Friday, September 6th. Check our post after the show for registration and more information.
All right, next up we have Passport to Health Day. Coleman hosts an open house. Don't miss this chance for a checkup. Listen to this, for free. Not to mention a chance to check out our Coleman College for Health Sciences and all it has to offer for its students. This will take place Friday, September 6th from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Coleman Auditorium. I can't say
Atrium.
that word. Yeah.
The
Check out our
atrium, there you
post
go.
after the show. Atrium, yeah, there you go. Check out our post after the show for registration and more info.
All right, and there will be a STEM carnival brought to you by Mommy and Me at HCC South. They are the 2023 winner of HCC's business plan competition, and the company Mommy and Me won the grand prize. They are hosting a free STEM carnival this fall at HCC. The event will feature drones, robots, and rocket launches. It is at HCC South Campus from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Saturday, September 7th. Check our post after the show for more information.
And then fall registration continues, even though our regular term has already started. Second start is also available with offers of smaller semesters offered in a variety of programs. HCC courses for the are offered in the range of modalities, including online anytime, on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, and hybrid labs. So no excuse to not take a class and finish your classes. To learn more about HCC program start dates and options to cover costs, please visit hccs.edu/apply. Again, that is hccs.edu/apply.
Well, thank you very much, Benjamin. It was great to co-host with you today.
Yeah, of course, it's always a pleasure.
All right, I'll see you next time. But for our audience out there, coming up tomorrow, we'll catch up with HCC's Public Safety Institute to discuss our Law Enforcement Academy and 911 dispatch program. And on Thursday, Family Fun Day, we'll visit with the Houston Contemporary Craft Museum. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.